You always get ready, for February, you're going to see these commercials where they pull they pull out all the black artists and black people go on TV and talk about who inspired them this month. And they goes, remember Black History Month. And they only talk about the same people every single February. And this February is a leap year, so we get an extra day to be black or celebrate Black history. So I want to really be real black on the 29th, because I think that we should.
So what are you going to do to be really black on the 29th?
I don't know yet. I was thinking about walking down 125th Street with my Klan outfit, but I'm afraid to be stoned. I am Michael Paul BRITTO. I am a visual artist, and I'm a filmmaker. When people ask me, what am I saying with this? I just say, I'm taking back the idea of the Klan and changing it up, making people not, because they say if you're scared of something, you should confront it. So I guess I confronted it by making these. I like to take familiar images that people are very familiar with, and I like to turn them on their ear. I like to take things that people know about and twist it around.
So Michael, what is that stuff behind you?
These are my cousins. No, these are some of my inspirations. These are this is some of my work, some of my inspirations, some of the things I use in my work. I collect black toys, black antiques, anything with black imagery. I just like to collect it. I like to deal with class issues and race issues, but I like to do it in a humorous way. Using humor in my work is very important to me because I think that just as a country or as humans, we need to just laugh at ourselves sometimes, because some of this stuff you just can't believe that's going on. And also I think that putting humor in it makes it a little bit more easy for people to digest. Welcome. This window that I'm standing in, this window was constructed for a series that I did called Bochinches, The Gossips. And it was a series of photographs and videos that depicted the window culture of New York City. And it was a bunch of different characters doing these little vignettes, these little dialogues about race and class and immigration and stuff like that. Shot all in the studio. But when the videos are projected, they're supposed to be projected high in the gallery, and all you see is the window. So all of this stuff around it is cropped out, and you see this floating window with these videos playing in the space. Hey! You better get away from that kid. You know I don't like him. I remembered it because from growing up, and it was a really major part of being New York City. Hey! You better get off my car. My mother used to yell out the window. My mother, I knew people that yelled out the window, and then when I moved uptown to Harlem, people yelled out the window. And it's the idea of having this public and private space mixing together, and then having people yelling all kind of craziness out the window. Hey, can you go to the store and pick up some pads? What? Pads. Hey, did you find out who your father was yet? Uh-huh, tell your mother I said that. When you mix humor and something really serious, it tends to make people feel uncomfortable because they go, should I be laughing at this? Why am I laughing at this? So I like to make people have that, they're stuck on that fence. They don't know if I shouldn't be laughing at this or I should be laughing at this. Or if I laugh at it, I can't let people see me laugh at it. When I was growing up, my mother she was on drugs, and my father, he had issues too. But I remember when I was younger, one of the ways that I was able to deal with it was through using video. I used to make videos, and I used to do these little shows and do shows with my brother and sister, and I would just work out all of these ideas with the video camera, and I thought I was a filmmaker. I thought I was like a superstar ready for Saturday Night Live or something like that. It was amazing. So I made all these videos and stuff, and then I decided that I wanted to go to film school. I went to film school and made these films and stuff like that, and then I wound up working in production. And when I was working in production, I was making all these little short films, these little experimental films, and one of the producers that I worked with, she had suggested that I should think about showing these films in a more of an art context instead of trying to enter film festivals. Because I was like, I'm making these films and nobody's really put me in film festivals. It's hard for them to program my stuff. So she was like, you should think about art galleries and stuff like that. So I didn't know how to go about that. So I decided that I was gonna make some VHS tapes. If you don't know what a VHS tape is, Google it. So I made a bunch of VHS tapes, and and me not knowing, went around to Chelsea, which is a gallery area in New York City, and I went to galleries and said, hey, do you show video art? And half the people looked at me like I was crazy. But I went to this one particular gallery, Rush Arts Gallery, and at the time, the person who was running it was Derek Adams. And I had asked him if they show video art, and he was just like, what? Like, he looked at me like I was crazy, whatever. And then I was walking out the gallery, he called me back and said, you know what, leave the tape, let me look at it, and I'll let you know, I'll call you, whatever. And that same week, Derek Adams called me and he put me in a show. And Derek is responsible for all this. So you could blame Derek Adams for me being an artist. Yeah.
Describe it.
This is a cutter, a platter cutter, and what I do is I used to cut the things by hand, and then I was like, there has to be an easier way to do it. So now I just use a cutter to cut out these things, and I cut vinyl, I cut magazines, I cut cardboard, I cut everything. Another thing that I'm working on right now is taking these photographs, and I'm using a zinc printer to print them out. And these are going to be part of the collage also. Yeah, it's just paper, it's like you can't tear it, and it's waterproof and all of that. I think that art is important because I think that for me, it's really important because it gives me a chance to express myself. I don't know, if I didn't have art, I don't know how the heck I would express myself. I would probably be punching holes in walls and beating people up and acting crazy somewhere, but being able to make art helps me work out my aggression and get these ideas out. Because I work with kids, they inform a lot of my work also. I like the idea that I'm teaching it to kids so kids can do the same thing. And also because of art, I've been able to go to different places and see different things and meet different people that if I wasn't doing art, I would never, have had the chance to do. What I want people to walk away with I wouldn't say a better understanding because people are going to interpret this stuff however they want, but I want people to just think about it. And I also want my work to start conversations. I want people to talk about it. I want people to walk away and think, what the hell just happened, or just feel uncomfortable, because it's like, I feel uncomfortable most of the time, so it's your turn, you feel uncomfortable, So I just hope that people see it, get something out of it, and pass it on and tell other people about it. It's like, like a little germ, like one person catches it and it spreads it around. So that's what I'm hoping happens with it. I'm Googleable. You can put in Michael Paul BRITTO and you can just find links to some of my work and see stuff. And my website is www.brittofry.com. People gonna come and get me. They gonna be mad. This is like the blacklist, but like the other blacklist. This is the other blacklist.